entertainment, current events, and Hollywood. Don't miss Creator to Creators, hosted by the filmmaker Meosha, known for the Shudder hit documentary Horror Noir and the acclaimed film Anatomy of an Anti-Hero, Redemption. This show features interviews with filmmakers and creatives from around the globe. Join the fun with guest celebrities and gain valuable insights. Subscribe now and follow Creator to Creators.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Creators to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Infamous.
And I'm Musik.
And we're InfamousMusik.
I love it. I love it. Welcome. So, I love going back to the beginning. I always say the beginning charts our trajectory in life, our little habits we pick up along the way, follow us into our adulthood. Tell me a little bit about your childhood. What was that like? And, how did you guys kind of meet? And, just a little bit about your childhood and also when did the love for music begin for you two?
Let me start first.
Yeah, you start.
I grew up in Illinois, and I fell in love with music very young. I started singing when I was 4 and performing
Nice.
for my family and friends. And I used to sing this particular song called Weekend Girl by the SOS Band. So that's how I started singing music.
Love that.
I grew up in Trinidad. Same thing.
Nice.
Singing in school and choirs and stuff like that. And then when I later on moved to New York City with my father, I started getting into rap and different kind of R&B stuff over there, and started doing little shows around town. I remember I did one show way back in the days with this. It was like a whole dance group, and I was there performing. I was doing rap at the time, and I just fell in love with it and kept doing it, to this day.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, and I'm curious, how did you two meet?
We actually met here in
Las Vegas, yes.
Nice.
We actually met here in Las Vegas at what's the name?
At Jet Nightclub, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And was it like, did you guys both like, oh my God, you can we would be great? And how did you guys come up with the idea of forming and creating together? Because it takes, it's hard to, find that person that is on your wavelength and, is this your vibe, and you guys can create awesome things together.
But she was always singing, right? But it was hard
Yeah.
to actually get her to actually do it.
Yeah.
I had to kind of coax her into it. So I'll be recording stuff, and I kept asking her to sing stuff for me, and then I'll tell her, okay, this is how I'm going to sing it. How would you sing it? And then she would come and show me how it should go. And that's where I started bringing her in more and more. And then I was working on some stuff with my producer, Tiger Stylz, and I needed somebody to sing the hook for me, and I asked her if she would do it, and she stepped in, and from that point on, she kind of fell in love.
People always tell me, why am I paying someone else to do it and you can sing? So why don't you just sing? You sound good.
It was so hard to get people to come in and do it on time.
Yeah.
And stuff. And she was always there, but she just rather handle business. Like, she was always wanting to be in the background. And I'm like, no, you should be up front. Just do it. So I finally convinced her to do it, and I'm very happy she did.
I love that. I love that. What made If You Feel Like the right song to introduce, music as a vocalist?
I think it's the upbeat. I think it was because it had that club feel.
Yeah, the song is churn. It has upbeat feel and
The mixture of reggae and R&B.
and reggae and R&B.
The R&B flavor to it with the adlibs that you brought in, just to me put it over the top. It was basically the first one to go with. Yeah, we felt like it would have a really good impact
with this song.
I love that. How would you describe the chemistry with you two in the studio versus at home?
Fun. I like making music with her because all the parts that I wrote specifically for her.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And then I like that we're doing it together,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and it makes it
yeah.
even more better.
And that was the whole plan behind it. Like I told her, if I'm because the whole point was to take our flavor to the world, right? Because I mean, in America they already have a lot of it, so we wanted to
Hmm.
go to Europe and all this stuff. And I figured this way we'll always go together. There's no time I'm going to be in Japan by myself, So
Right.
it worked out. Yeah, wherever I go, she goes, and it worked for me.
For sure, for sure. Your music blends, R&B, hip hop, and reggae. How did you decide which genre, you know, leads a track?
It's according. I guess it's the music. Like once I create the music, I get the
Hmm.
feel of the vibe that goes with it, and then I start. Either I go with reggae, or I go with R&B, or I go with hip hop, and whatever feel I get for that particular track is how it really begins. And I usually do
Nice.
all my parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And we're
write all
trying
my
to stay
parts in.
current with the sound of
Hmm.
today and what's top on the charts today, and just putting our own little spin on it,
Yeah, our
Mm.
vibe, our
our vibe and our feel to it.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How did your experience in Germany reshape your perspective on genre limitations?
Um, when I was in Germany, I was doing just rap, right?
Okay.
But while I
Hmm.
was there was like so much other clubs. There was like all these reggae clubs in the area where I was in. I was in this place called Essen, and there was so much reggae clubs, and I was really upset that I didn't have any reggae music because I wasn't able to play those clubs. So I started
Hmm.
thinking, man, I have to do everything so that no matter where I go, I can do R&B, I can do reggae, I can do rap, like whatever shows you got, I'm there. And they have a
I
lot of
love that.
reggae concerts throughout Europe that I would like to be a part of. So it was pretty, easy for me to think, okay, yeah, I think I want to do everything, and I
That's
could. So I went with it. Yeah, I could.
Definitely. Definitely. We live in such a crazy time now, especially with the music world. Everything is so fast. There's like
Mhm.
just with AI and social media. Do you guys get kind of like caught up in like or not caught up or just kind of caught off guard sometimes of like you have to always stay with, kind of with the times with music, or do you feel like you guys kind of have a happy balance when it comes to just, getting on trends, but really still staying true to what you guys want to put out?
Yeah, it's a happy balance because we still want to stay true to our sound and what we're doing, but we still want to stay with, keep up with the, because I have the TikTok and Instagram, and I'm like, I got to keep up with what the other people are doing because that's how, a lot of
Yeah.
people are getting discovered on those platforms. So I said we have
Mhm.
to do the same. So I'm doing that as well.
So we try to stay on beat. Like we try to make sure the
Yes,
beat is hitting because
yes.
we add a lot of tracks into the
Mm,
R&B that we do. So like I said, it's our own little flavor of it. We make sure the beat's always hard, and then we just kind of flow over it. And it comes out good every time. Like we really feel what we're doing. Like every song we actually picked. Like we love them. We
I
didn't
love
create like a
that.
whole bunch and say, okay, we'll go with these. We actually every single song that we did, we actually loved. We kind of kept love in the music. We wanted
Mm,
love to be the main part of it. So every song has a kind of love thing.
mm. I love that. Yeah, because I was curious about that when I saw the video. If you feel like it paints a vivid scene, right? And I was
Yeah.
thinking like, do your songs often come from real life moments?
Yes.
Yes. A lot of them
Nice.
do. And like I said, we have
It's like
features of.
we, well, he worked at a nightclub, and that's where I would go see him at. So it's like perfect. Find your man in the club, lady. And a good one.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
it has some real life, real life elements to it. To a lot of songs that we did, and like I said, it's all based on love, and a lot of the songs has to do with that, and love for the world. Like when it comes to the reggae side of stuff, when I
Hmm.
write reggae songs, I try to go with the way the world is going and what we're talking about, the stuff happening in the world. So like I believe everything is love based.
Yeah, no, and I think that's beautiful. I love that. Because I'm just curious, like, because you hear about people, your Will and Jada's, your people in the industry, you're rooting for these people. You're like, wow, they're doing things together. Sterling Brown and his wife, and they've been married for 20 years and
Yes.
creating and being on, just out and about. But what I always wonder, like, what is the biggest misconception about being a married couple in the music industry?
I think creating that one person might what's the word? The connection. Like
Mm,
one person is not controlling the whole situation. He actually asked my advice and like, how does this look? How does this sound? What do you think? Ask my
I ask her
opinion.
advice on
And I
everything.
think and I told him I love that you asked my advice and how
hmm
you want things to
I
go because we
literally,
are a team.
I literally wake up sometimes to come in here stuff and see what she
Like, how
thinks.
does this look? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can wait another few hours, but that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but I'm in the
The
middle of
creative
creating. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of
process.
creating. She might be sleeping, but she's right there. So I'm just like, God, look at this. And so, yeah, she's like a big
Yeah, I
part of
like that
everything
you
that I do.
value my opinion and my input.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, everything that I actually did is done because she actually liked it.
Because
So,
I
Yeah.
was, and now I don't like that. Go with something
yeah,
else.
so, yeah,
I
so it
love
works.
that.
That
It
That's
works.
balance.
Yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful. What did the producer Tiger um
Mhm.
bring out in your sound that wasn't there before?
Um, Tiger does everything. Like he worked with Rihanna, Lil Wayne, Mobb Deep, um, you name it, Celine Dion. He's worked with a lot of people, so he has like a lot of experience. So when I get everything done, we do all the vocals and everything in our little studio, and then we take it down to him, and he just goes at it. What he likes, he keeps in. What he don't, he remove. And if he hears a melody that don't goes, he'll replay something else, see if we like
Nice.
it. But he brings a lot to it. I don't think we could do it without him. Like he's the final piece of it. The final
Yeah.
piece of it. That's why we talk about him a lot because we couldn't really do it without him.
That is true.
Yeah,
hmm
It makes it sound good.
yeah. He
Yeah.
makes it
Yeah.
good. Yeah, he's very experienced. He knows what he's doing, and he does a really good job with bringing out our sound and getting exactly what we want.
That's beautiful. I want to ask your wife a question. I have this, I'm curious because from moving, or how do you feel now from moving from behind the scenes to the center stage change your confidence? I'm sure that's different, right?
It is very different. I think it was a great move, a great decision. Because now I'm loving it. Doing the interviews
Yeah,
and and the
I
videos,
told
and
her
I'm
she
like,
would.
and he told me, he said, "You're gonna love it. You're not gonna want to stop." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I do. I love it a lot."
Yeah, and I don't really like talking a lot, so like I try to get her to because she does all the business stuff, so she speaks a lot.
Nice.
Keep telling her, I say you better be ready because wherever we go in
He
this
did.
world,
He did.
you're the one that's gonna be talking. I'm always gonna say talk to music. So
I
But I
love
do.
that.
yeah,
I am enjoying the whole process and the whole ride. And it's my
Beautiful.
time to shine. That's what I tell myself, girl, you can do it. You
That's
have to
right.
talk to yourself in the mirror like it's your time. You can do it.
I love asking this question, and there's no wrong answer. But the three levels of influence: money, power, and respect. If you could choose only one of those things, which one would you choose and why?
because I give respect, so I expect respect in return. So that's always
Okay.
at the top of everything. I respect everybody that I deal with.
With me, I would say money because you can't do anything without it.
Absolutely.
So it works.
That's true. It works. There we go. Money and respect. I love it.
We can't both be about money. We can't both be about money, so it works.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm curious because there's this whole thing now that people are saying, AI is bad, stay away from it. But a lot of people are using it, it kind of cuts down the process of a lot of work you got to do.
Hmm.
But do you feel that AI is a good thing for artists, especially, you know, artists that aren't on a big label or have a big, you know, team behind
Yeah,
them?
yeah, I believe it is. I believe it
I
is.
think AI is great.
Yeah, I do a lot with AI, and like the videos that we have come in when people see them and see
Hmm.
the creativity that we put it into it, and a lot of it is with AI and stuff. They will be blown away. It's. I think it's a beautiful thing.
And like
Yeah.
I use it on the other side, like writing speeches or interviews. At Chat GPT has helped me a lot.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah, I love it. I love how it fits into music and the creative process.
It really
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. What's one thing that you guys, as far especially being in the music industry and a couple and, you know, you have this kind of, I don't know, do you feel like you have the pressure, especially when um just to obviously continue to elevate and stay, and you're going against people that are on the Billboard charts, especially, there's no, you're going against these people that are veterans in the music world. Do you feel like it's better to stay independent and have that creative freedom, or, you know, get signed and then obviously you have some.
A part of me do. A part of me do.
Yeah.
I like being creative. I like being independent because
I think you
we
have
get
more
to.
freedom
Yeah, you got more freedom to create.
and
Hmm.
put your music out the way you want to.
Right.
And yeah, so like being independent is great, but like being on a label wouldn't hurt either. And
Hmm.
Because you want to be signed and have that record label
yeah,
behind you so people know who you are. I'm like,
Hmm.
hey, we're ready to do this.
yeah, we figured the push would be bigger, but
But there's pros and
even
cons too.
yeah, there's pros and cons to it.
Because
And if I were on it, I probably wouldn't be on it for very long. I like
Mm.
the whole idea of being independent, just being creative and being able to
Yeah.
put out stuff whenever you want it. You know,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, you hear people now that, what is it? Chance the Rapper, people like that went stayed independent and
yeah,
still, somehow was able to
oh yeah, he's
get to
yeah,
doing
that
great.
level. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And Ross, he's the biggest
Russ. Yeah,
Yes.
independent,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
biggest independent
We were
artist
watching some
ever.
of his videos. Like, wow.
Yeah, I'm blown away by him. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
independent
Mm-hmm.
is great, like I said, but it's according to what you're doing and what you need at the time. I think I truly believe that.
Absolutely. What can fans expect from your upcoming release in 2026?
Um,
They can expect,
really good music.
yes,
Really
really good
good music.
music, nice vibes.
Yeah, because like I said, I watch a lot of music videos and I read a lot, and everybody is missing that R&B feel of the '90s, and I feel like we bring that to the stuff that we
You
do,
don't see that a lot.
and we bring
Mm,
that to the stuff that we do. Like some of my biggest influences, like I'll Be Sure and stuff, and
mm,
you hear
mm-hmm,
that in stuff that I do. Like we'll be doing songs in the studio, and I'm telling my producer when I'll Be Sure hears this, he's gonna know he influenced it. So
mm.
that feel, I believe we captured it in what we're doing, and I think in all our music,
We want our
they'll be
audience
pretty impressed with it.
to groove
Yeah, we want them to groove
Yeah.
to every song,
every
every
song.
song. Like we keep saying when we're performing live, we want them to be moving for every song, like to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta bring that to it. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. How important are visuals, like music videos, in telling your stories as a duo?
Right.
Yes, we were thinking about was the Beyonce that did the visual album,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and once
Beautiful.
people could see the video and the song, I think it would catch them right away
Like
because a
right,
lot of people are visual.
like right now we're up to like I think we have about 10
Yeah, we have
videos
10
because
videos
we're trying to create a
Wow.
video for every song,
to
and
every song.
actually
Yes,
later on tonight or tomorrow night we'll be doing two more. So we keep doing visuals because when I'm writing a song, I actually picture the music video before I start writing it. Like while I'm writing it, I'm thinking of the video and how it will look visually. So I
Mm,
always have these ideas, and yeah.
and
So
I think videos get people to buy the song.
Yeah, yeah,
A
I
lot of
agree with
people watch
that.
the video first, and they see the video, like, man, that's so freaking cool. How do I get that song? Boom, it's
Yeah,
right there.
and then they watch it over and over, and they want to hear
Yes,
the song in the car, and then
yes.
yeah.
That's
So
how you
Yeah.
catch them.
yeah, so I think the music video is very important, and we put a lot of work into it, and we actually have some videos coming that I think will blow people away.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah,
excited. I'm excited. Yeah,
yeah,
I just
Yeah,
was thinking about the when you say visuals and what made you want to listen to the song over and over again. I remember Upgrade with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I thought that was a
yes,
kind of creative video of them like playing, she was the him for a second, I thought that's
yeah,
kind of cool.
hmm yes.
Um but yeah, definitely made me want to listen to it more after the seeing the visuals. So yeah, definitely.
yeah. So
I love that. What advice would you give to anyone that's trying to get into the music world, and also even couples who want to work together creatively?
I say go for it. It's a lot of fun.
Maybe it's a lot of fun
It's a lot of
when
fun.
you're doing it with the right person.
Yeah, when you're doing it with the right person, it's a lot of fun. So as long as they have that,
A
where
connection, and they listen to each other.
yeah,
You have to take each other's advice, good or bad.
Yeah.
it
That's how
will
the creative
definitely,
process works.
yeah, it's definitely fun. Like it's fun to look over and see her there singing what I just wrote. It's a beautiful thing. And then
And when you watch it all come together at the
yeah,
end, just like seeing the video and the song, it's like, oh my gosh, we did that ourselves.
yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anybody thinking about doing it, I would say go for it. Give it a try. You never know.
That's you never
Give it
know.
a try. Yeah, yeah, give it a try.
Cool. Do you think that, and not to get on this subject, but I can't help but to, you hear about the you got to work 10 times harder, especially in the, I'm a filmmaker, and I've been in the industry for quite some time and moved into different types, different hats. They say you got to wear different hats, right, to continue to grow and all the
Yes.
things.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys feel there is a pressure, or is there an expectation maybe on yourself to
Not anymore because
That's
we've
good.
had so much legends. Like we've
Nice.
had some great people representing our culture. So now, like the world is open to us. So I feel like
Mm.
thanks to the people that came before us, they made it easier.
And all over the world
Yeah,
too.
they made it easier. Like I'm telling you, when I was in Germany, it was so beautiful. Like I was thinking, man, everybody starting off should be in Europe.
Yeah.
Like they made me feel like I was the biggest thing, and I mean, I was getting mobbed, and they had lines of people for me to sign
Trying to get
autographs, and
autographs.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was incredible. I did
Hmm.
this one show, and they had like all of their rappers from Germany there. These are the top guys. They had entertainers and actors. And then when I came on, they were all on their feet, just jamming. And I looked in the audience, and it blew me away. Like, holy shit, this is crazy. Because of our legends, because they opened the door and they put it out there, it made it easier for us coming out.
That's good. That's good that that's not something that is. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel the same. I feel like we live in such a good time now, where we
yeah,
can,
Yeah.
yeah.
opposed to
Especially with
before when, yeah.
the internet and all this stuff now, where you can, be creative and put stuff out there. Yeah. Thanks to the people
Definitely.
that came before us, we're in a good position now to do our thing,
How
make our
how
impact.
important Yes, absolutely. I was curious, you said your wife does all the paperwork and all that stuff, because I think that's a lot of artists and people who listen to the show, and especially up and coming people that want to get into the
Mhm.
music world. It is a business at the end of the day. It's a business, and you have to treat
Yes,
it
it
as such.
is.
How important is it to know the business side of music as well, to be in this entertainment as longevity wise?
I think it's very important
Yeah.
because you have to know how to speak to people
Hmm.
and just learning how to write a basic email and professionally.
Hmm.
Because some people they find it very hard, but with me, since I've been doing it forever, I know what to do and how to speak to people.
And it's a
Hmm.
learning process. Like you learn more as you go. Like, and
Yeah.
whatever you don't know, there's always someone there to teach you. Like we're surrounded by quite a few people that know what they're doing. So like I always tell her, whatever you don't know, we got people around us that do. So she always reach out. So
Beautiful.
anybody getting into it, it's like, yeah, don't be scared to ask
Yeah,
questions.
do not be afraid to ask
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, don't pretend
And
you
ask
know
for
when
help.
you know you don't. Like, ask for help. There's a lot of people there that would actually help you
And
show
guide
right where to
you.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Fun question. And either one can you guys can can answer. If you could perform with any legend, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I'm a huge Whitney Houston fan.
Heck yeah.
So if I could sing, because I always loved The Greatest Love of All, so she could come back for one night only and sing The Greatest Love of All with me, that would be the best duet ever.
Yes,
If
that's
I could do
awesome.
someone with anybody right now, go on stage with them. Yeah, if I could get on stage with someone right now, I would want it to be Biggie Smalls. I truly miss that guy. Like,
Nice.
yeah, that was my guy right there. So yeah, I would like
Definitely.
to do stuff with him if I could. Yeah.
Yeah, legends, legends. We do miss them.
Yes.
If if listeners take away one feeling or a message from your music, what do you want it to be?
Love.
Love is the core of everything. When you start
Beautiful.
there, when we get great, we try to put the love influence in all our music. Like, it has to be at the core of everything we do. So love. We
And
hope they
fun.
feel like, yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Fun and love. We definitely enjoy it.
Life can get stressful, and
Yeah.
you still gotta take time out to have fun.
Yeah.
And that's what we want our
Definitely.
music
We want it to be fun
to do.
and we want them to feel the love.
Yes.
I love that. That's great. That's wonderful. Really quick, where can people find you on social media to follow everything you got going on?
Yes, we are on Instagram, InfamousMusik1, and we're on TikTok.
And we also got a webpage, InfamousMusik.com.
.com.
But it's spelled MUSIK. So InfamousMusik.com.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
TikTok.
And his TikTok is Infamous Music.
All right. Are you guys doing TikTok dances and stuff? The trends?
I'm about to, you know. You gotta do what we gotta do.
I'll put one out.
We gotta keep up with the times.
I'll clap on the side. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure. Definitely wish you all the best, and congratulations on this awesome song. I really enjoyed it. I saw the visual and it was fun. It was a vibe. And I really enjoyed talking to you guys. Come back anytime.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. And thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can you hear me? You hear me? You can come by and see me if you feel like, yeah.